What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. It's been a while since Hot Toys has, released, announced, pre-order, something like this. I think it's been 2 weeks. We've been dry with some news. And finally something hit. And this is the Eve Macarro from Ballerina. I actually liked the movie. I liked it a lot. And people are asking if they are gonna tackle this, because as of John Wick, we had the Artisan Edition, was just announced, and we have Kane, we have John Wick 4. Now finally we have Eve. I was kind of expecting this, because as much as people would like to have the red dress version, the one that's kind of famous right now, especially she was wearing that in Black Ops 6 as well. I knew Hot Toys was not going to tackle that because of the body. They have exposed shoulders, chest, tattoos all over. So as much as possible, I believe Hot Toys was going to avoid that. And they did. They chose this last scene, which is not bad, because that is the most explosive, I would say, part of the movie, with the flamethrower and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool scene to choose, and I don't mind the outfit. Of course, I would love to see the red dress, because I feel like that is, that's all over the poster, more iconic, so to speak. I mean, the movie itself, I don't know how long it is gonna embed in our brains. I just watched it last week, so it's pretty fresh to me. But I'm glad that she exists. Now this is an exclusive Artisan edition that, how I feel about Artisan. I'm not completely sold on Artisan as of yet, and this is not going to change my mind. Let's be honest here, and let's not beat it to the bushes. This is not one of their best efforts when it comes to Artisan, nor this would be a big, I don't know, man. It gives me that John Wick in the back looks phenomenal, by the way, that hair. But this figure gives me doll vibes. And I don't blame Hot Toys completely here. Her hair is parted, and pretty flat on the movie. I'm looking at stills right now of the movie. But right now I'm just talking about the hair. I'm not even on the face yet. The hair it's not too flattering to the figure. And with that being said, the face doesn't help. I see the eyes, like in this shot right here, I can see Ana de Armas here. She's very attractive. She has a very unique feature, which is her eyes, and I think the picture on the left kind of resembles her more, but there's something off. I think I'm not the only one who's looking at that. It's not, I wouldn't say, it's not good. Let's just put it that way. The eyes, I can see it, but the lips, perhaps, maybe this is where maybe if it was a little bit open. I think the shape of the face, it doesn't help as well. The hair, because I'm looking at it, like just the features. If I look at the eyes, nose, and mouth and forget about the hair, do I see Ana de Armas? I still, not quite. Like the eyes, I can, kind of see it. I would say if the culprit would be the shape of the face. She needs probably a little bit more cheeks to her. Because she does have a defined jawline, but it's very soft still. It's not like super chiseled. In here, it is pretty chiseled in my opinion. I think that's what throwing the likeness off. Maybe the nose and the lips could be a little bit better as well, but definitely right off the bat, the hair is not something that would represent Artisan. I don't want to pay $200 for that hair. I barely want to pay $200 for any Artisan hair, much more so this. I would be interested to see if they tackle this in a non-Artisan version, because this obviously Artisan, it'll be limited to some form of number, but would she look better if this was just sculpted. I am interested to see. This is a pretty fresh video. I think they just announced this like 6 minutes ago, and sometimes Hot Toys put another figure after a while. I'm looking at it right now. No, it's just Artisan for now. Just Artisan for now. Yeah, Anna the she's a very attractive young lady, and this figure just doesn't quite hit it. At least for me. And I'm sure I'm not the like this shot right here. Not too bad. It's not too bad from afar. Still not. Still no. But yeah, this would come in at around $400 if I'm not mistaken here. Maybe under $4. But it just gives me doll vibes. Sorry, I really don't want to call Hot Toys dolls because I collect them as well. There's some positives in here, like the flamethrower. The base is magnetic, so that's a plus. She looks like she's wearing some heavy clothing here, so I don't know if I would trust that quite, fully, that magnetic base. But it'll be a tough sell. This is one of those figures that if no improvement in the next few days were announced, was like, hey, we heard the feedback. They don't really say that, but hey, we refined the head sculpt to this. I can see this being canceled. I'm not even gonna lie. I can see this being a young Barry, because just the reaction on and normally I don't really, like some of them are just over the top. This one, and this being Artisan, meaning this will be more expensive. This is not like Wednesday, which is like $280. She'll be $400. I don't know, man. Artisan hasn't failed yet as far as pre-orders and whatnot, but I'll be surprised if this was gone, in like a day. Really will be. But let me know in the comments. Maybe I'm wrong, in here. Maybe I'm just not seeing it. But let me know in the comments. Am I just tripping here saying that this doesn't look like Ana de Armas? What is wrong here? I think the hair. We can start off with that. But are you guys gonna buy this for like around $380, $400? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and as always, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.